So in the second unit, we are discussing about the optimal load dispatch problem. It is also called economic dispatch problem. Here the main objective is to minimize the total fuel cost of thermal generation stations. Here we discuss that economic dispatch without losses completed, with losses also be completed in the last class. And today we have to discuss about on what are the important factors we have to consider from the economic load dispatch problem, with loss, without loss, and what are the effect of penalty factor. So to understand all those things, once recall the last class, economic power loss. Obviously, economic dispatch with power loss or without power loss, the only one main aim is that to minimize the fuel cost of the thermal power plant. I'm considering only one power plant rather than so many power plants are there, but most of the load is depends on thermal power plant. So I'm going to be utilized by the help of the thermal power plant. This economic dispatch problem is discussed. Ultimate aim is to reduce the fuel cost so that we can supply the energy at the lower price. This is the equation about the minimum fuel cost equation. Fuel cost of the thermal power plant is given as summation of y equal to 1 to n Fi. I in the sense number of generators are going to be increases. Number of generator increases, number of fuel cost is also be increases. So with consideration of power generation is equal to PD plus loss. Generation plus power generation is equal to load demand plus loss. Okay, that is a one constraint. And what is a power loss? Power loss is nothing but total transmission loss from generating station to sending in. Sorry, receiving in. Generating station to the receiving in. Generating station to the consumer. Okay, the load flow equation is given like this. We discussed about the load flow equation in the unit 1. Transmission line losses represented by PL, summation of I equal to 1 to n. I represent the present starting generator and J represent the next upcoming generator. Load is not constant. We know that at time variation, the load also be variant. So next generation means you have to add J equal to 1 to n again, PI, power generation, ith bus. Bij is a constant about the transmission line losses into PG. So finally, what we get? Finally, we define what is penalty factor. Penalty factor is nothing but abbreviated by LI. 1 by 1 minus incremental transmission line losses. Incremental transmission line losses. When you get a least fuel cost that is given by the product of incremental cost and penalty factor. In the product of incremental cost and penalty factor of all the power plants should be equal, then only you will get a least cost of the fuel cost of the power plant. So that lambda is equal to Li into incremental fuel cost. IC in the sense incremental cost of the generation. So, for example, there are n number of generators are connected in parallel. N number of generators are connected in parallel. Okay, this is a general abbreviation. Lambda is equal to lambda is a Lagrangian coefficient. Lambda is equal to Li ICI. Li in the sense penalty factor. Li in the sense penalty factor. It doesn't have any unit. And IC incremental fuel cost. Incremental cost. If lambda is equals to L1 IC1 for the first generation P1, if P2 generator is added, L2 IC2, like that Ln ICL. Okay, all the coefficients are same only. So can I also be write this L1 IC1, which is equal to L2 IC2 equal to L3 IC3 is equal to so on Ln ICL equal to lambda. Okay, this is a coordination equation to getting minimum fuel cost solution. I can also be suggest that to get the minimum fuel cost equation, minimum fuel cost solution for an economic load dispatch problem with power loss, the product of penalty factor and incremental cost of the generating unit must be equal. I repeat, the product of penalty factor and incremental fuel cost of unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, nth unit, all should be equal. Then only we get a minimum fuel cost solution. Or else we can connecting the load different generator and different load means we cannot get a proper generation. So that the Lagrangians, the scientist, he said that to maintain all the unit coordination equation must be equal to lambda, then only you get a minimum fuel cost for the entire outline. Dispatch problem with power loss, with the power loss, not without power loss. Without power loss means there is no penalty factor. With power loss means this is the formula. The product of penalty factor and incremental cost of the all generating unit must be equal. Equation also. The second conclusion is in coordination equation, incremental cost is responsible for the minimization of the fuel cost. Penalty factor represents responsible for loss system. Losses in system. Because of that what is the penalty factor formula? Penalty factor formula is penalty factor Li. One divided by 1 minus incremental transmission loss. Incremental transmission loss, that is ITLI. So also since your penalty factor always depends on this is your penalty factor. So penalty factor is depends on what? Penalty factor depends on the incremental transmission line losses. Means directly incremental factor is depends on transmission line losses only. Transmission line losses only. Transmission line losses. Did you get the? Yes. As we know that from this penalty factor 1 by 1 minus incremental transmission line loss. What is incremental transmission line loss? Differentiation, different incremental transmission line losses in the sense differentiate loss at transmission line with respect to power generation. It doesn't have any unit means we know that megawatt get cancelled. It doesn't have any unit. Very important point. Then, and this is also a very important conclusion. Most of the your state board exam point of view, they ask this such type of question. Okay, how to get the minimization of the fuel cost equation with loss. Okay, with the loss increment fuel cost, then only you will get the minimization of the your economic load dispatch problem. Yeah, who is the responsible factor for the equation in the coordination equation? Income cost. Yes, differentiation of fuel cost. We know that the fuel cost, let us FI. FI depends on the half 1/2 AI I square is PI 1/2 PI square plus, actually here AI also be there. AI is a constant one. AI into half into AI, or you can write AI by 2 directly. Okay. Yeah, AI by 2 is quite simpler. AI by 2 into PI square plus PI VI into PI. Plus C. This is the fuel cost equation. Incremental fuel cost equation means shortcut we can write IC. Incremental fuel cost equation, which is equal to differentiate your FI. Differentiate FI by DPI. Okay. So to do the differentiation of this, you know that what is the differentiation of the first equation, this equation. This is called incremental fuel cost. This is the fuel cost. Sometimes this is also be given in fuel cost. Differentiation of C1 is nothing but your incremental in fuel cost equation. I hope third conclusion is if the losses are not coordinated, then the equation will be IC1, which is equal to IC2, which is equal to IC3, which is equal to ICN, that equal to lambda. So what is the meaning of this? And here we discuss that in the coordination equation. Okay, in a coordination equation, what is the coordination equation? This is a coordination equation. Okay, yeah, here it is. So the losses are not, then the coordination equation will be IC1, IC2, and IC3 up to so on ICN that equal lambda. Because of here, there is no losses are there. So losses responsible for the penalty factor. Penalty factors are responsible for the losses. So we are neglecting the penalty factor here. The next conclusion is losses are included but not coordinated. Okay, losses are there. Only transmission losses are there, but they are not to power load. There is a transmission line losses. This situation is handled at the power plant nearby the areas. Okay, there is no much difference between the power plant and consumer. There very small distances between power plant and consumer. Okay, and we can see that okay, penalty factor means for the losses also you are paying the bill. Okay, that's the main thing. And the last conclusion, that is what the losses are not coordinated. This is happened at the uh, very far distance from the power plant. So what is the importance of the penalty factor is very penalty factor. Actually, we know that the penalty factor is going to be decreases or increases. Okay, what is the, it should be affected on your incremental fuel cost, and what should be affected on the power system, and what should be affected to the economically what it is affected, what is the huge loss will be there. Okay, who is responsible for the losses. Okay, so I take a small example. For example, any company is there, you are giving a supply to the company. Okay, due to the any circumstances losses are losses occurred, and there is a power cut happened at the company. Okay, there is no power in company. Half an hour again, a huge amount of economic generated to the company. Okay, so that economic is losses to the company due to power interruption. So who will pay the bill to this power interruption, right? So our agreement is to give a uh, proper power to the industry without interrupt any power cutting. Okay, so let us discuss about that one. All those things are depends on the penalty factor only. Always remember the penalty factor, penalty factor, penalty factor. Very important thing and key vital playing key vital role to the consumer and. Okay. Now let us see first discussion. IC stands for incremental and fuel cost. Okay. The relationship between these two is what? L is equals to lambda by LC. The penalty factor increases. Obviously, incremental and fuel cost decreases. Okay. Just now we discussed about this plus A plus C. Okay. A, B, stand. Presenting about the number of generators connected in the unit. Okay. And we know that incremental fuel cost is nothing but difference in fuel cost. Yes, incremental fuel cost is nothing but differentiation of your fuel cost equation, F dF by dP. Okay, so this is what a differential change is mostly 1/2 into A constant. So P square into 2 into P, 2 to get 2 and 2 get cancelled, AP only plus B only. dP by dV అంటే ఎంత వస్తుంది మీకు 1 వస్తుంది. డిఫరెన్షియేట్ చేస్తే ఏమొస్తుంది, ఆల్రెడీ 1/2 ఉంది ఇంటూ 2 ఇంటూ P, A ఇంటూ P, A ఇంటూ P, 2 and 2 get cancelled plus B ఇంటూ డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ dP by dP వస్తుంది, 1 వాల్యూ వస్తుంది. ఇట్ ఈస్ R ఇంటూ 1. ఓకే, R plus B. Your fuel cost decreases means this is nothing but incremental fuel cost only, IC only. This stands for IC. If IC decreases, okay, what is the value of power? Obviously decreases, directly proportional is there. IC decreases, power get a supply, we are giving to the a very less supply to the grid. అంతే కదా, incremental fuel cost ఇక్కడ, for example, IC increases means, okay, if incremental across what is the power developing across the power plant, right? Power across the power plant always decreases. Okay, it should be decreases. Unit to the grid only. So supply giving to the grid, or supply is connected to the grid. The grid, right? Supply very less power. Okay, supply less power to grid. So please try to understand this. If incremental fuel cost, in incremental fuel cost, penalty factor increases means across power generation across the power plant decreases. Power generation across the power plant decreases means we are supplying less power to the grid. Grid is said, what is the duty of grid? It should be between the power generation and consumer, so that you are generating less power, so it cannot sufficient to provide a it cannot sufficient to withstand the load demand of the consumer side, right? So that our duty is to maintain penalty factor as very, it should not be increasing value, it should be in the range of 0 to 1. It should be given, అది కూడా చూద్దాం. So here is there, here is a load demand is there, between the power losses will be there. So we are transmitting this power to the, okay, power is equals to power demand power loss. This power is equals to demand plus by the demand plus power loss. Okay, and PL by P. Okay, plus by real power losses, and real power must not be varies between this limit. Okay, and it should be greater than or equal to 0. So power is D, we can say your incremental transmission should not be increases between 0 and 1. If it is should not be increased. So your transmission line losses is 0, let's say, right? Incremental line losses are 0. Yes, see here, if transmission line losses increases, incremental transmission line losses increases, incremental transmission line losses are increases. Your penalty factor depends on incremental transmission line loss. Incremental transmission line loss. Okay, incremental transmission line loss increases means what is the value of the penalty factor? Let us discuss. If you consider incremental transmission line losses is 0, okay, so penalty factor is always 1. Incremental transmission losses quite increases 0.1, right? Your transmission losses means penalty factor 1.11. So incremental transmission line loss increases means penalty factor increases. So we could not be allow penalty factor to increase behind 1. It should be from 0 to 1. Okay, it should not be exceed 0, it should not be exceed 1. This is a very important. Always penalty is less than or equal to 1. Okay, minimum value of the factor should consider 1. Then only you are giving a economic power is distributed to the consumer. Incremental fuel cost okay, load center directly to the grid. It's all about the 4 important conclusion about the penalty factor and coordination equation. Okay, out of this, remember that this is a coordination equation for the without loss, and this is the coordination increase power power production is power generation. It is very lost to the company, right? And it's 0 less than or equal to penalty factor less than or equal to 1. Okay. Particular generation penalty factor is always 1. Okay. If penalty factor is 1, it represents the generating unit is not generating the effective units are there in the power plant. Generator 1, generator 2, generator 3, generator 4. Okay. If any generator is penalty, okay, the unit not generating any power. Okay. For a fixed generation, penalty factor increases and incremental transmission lines are losses are increases. Okay. And coming to the constant, incremental transmission line losses are increases if power losses increases. Power losses are nothing but I square R losses. Current is always constant. Increases as we know that Royal by A, out of that Royal A are constant. These are the variation of power generation at a fixed power generation and length of the transmission line losses. If the distance between the generating station and the load conductor is very important note is there from the general conclusion. Penalty factor is the penalty factor is a physical parameter. Definition of penalty factor. Penalty factor is a physical parameter. Is penalty factor is the physical parameter. Penalty factor is the physical parameter. It should be mainly affected by the distance between the generating unit and load center. load center. So let us say case one. Center unit one means your demand is connected to the generating station one. There are two generators there, and 2 units are there in a power plant. So after that, you are connecting to generator one. Then conclusion is that your losses will be with respect to the generator one, losses are going to be zero. With respect to the generator one, losses are going to be zero, and we have to consider only generator two losses. Generator two losses, as we know from the last coordination equation. If 2 units are connected, once see here, we go to the last class. If 2 units are connected, number of units are 2, then what we have to write this coordination equation can be written like this: B11 P1 square plus B22 P2 square plus 2 times of B12 B12 P1 P2. You can check and go. The loss. This is a coordination equation for the transmission line loss. Okay. If only load is connected to the generator one, load is connected to the generator one. If load is connected to the generator one, nearby the generator one, your B11 is equal to 0. Coefficient of B11 is equal to 0, but coefficient of B22 is not equal to 0. So consider the your B22 coefficient only, B11 coefficient are going to be 0. So out of the equation, B11 P1 square plus B22 P2 square plus 2 times of B11, actually 1 decrease, B12, not B1. P1, P2. So out of these two are the zeros. So we can write that total transmission line losses, unit 2 losses only, generator 2 losses only, B22 P2 square. Like that same, if it is happen, what we can say penalty factor is always 1, right? Because of differentiation of this is with respect to P1. Here there is no P1. PL is there now. PL, differentiation of PL, that is the meaning of incremental transmission line loss. Incremental in transmission line loss. Incremental in ITL. ITL చెప్తున్నాం కదా, ITL అంటే incremental. ఎక్కడైతే incremental అనే వర్డ్ కనిపిస్తుందో you write differentiate. Incremental transmission line loss equal to 0 here. Because of with respect to P1 you are dividing. There is no P1 here. Obviously this term is constant 0. If it is 0, penalty factor is what? 1 by 1 minus. Penalty factor never be 0. More than 0, less than 1. More than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 1. So penalty factor is 1. If penalty factor is 1 for the load parameter directly connected to the generator. ఇక్కడ స్టేట్మెంట్ చెప్పండి చూసారా, ఇక్కడ yeah, L is minimum that equal to 1 for when the load center is directly connected to the grid. Load center is directly connected to the grid. The generator 1 is directly connected to the load center. Okay, so that అంటే ఇక్కడ ఇలా చెప్తాం అనమాట. ఇదే డిఫరెన్షియల్ with respect to P2 generator తో చేసాం అనుకోండి, we get some value. If you get some value, 1 by 1 minus fraction, it should be fraction means it should be the less than 1 value. Okay, L2 is greater here. If L2 is greater, what we can say? Load center is not connected here, not connected to the grid. Then case 2, same. So P2 is 0 here, means B22 is 0 here. Okay, so only B11 P1 square will be there. B11 P1 square will be there. B11 P1 square will be there. So differentiate with respect to P1, you get something value. So your L1 is less than 1. Okay, that is greater than L1 is greater here. And let us see here, differentiate with respect to this one means so penalty factor is 1. Case 3, such a case is that if power demand is connected in between the generator 1 and generator 2, means all the losses you have to consider: B11, B12, B22, B12, B21 also. So that your equation will be like this: PL is equal to B11 P1 square, B22 P2 square plus 2 B12 P1 P2. So differentiate with respect to that one.